Alright, this video is showing you how to create a stock level system like this. Someone asked me on the video where I went through it how I did this essentially. So I'm just going to do a demonstration on creating it from scratch. I'm not going to dive into how this thing is fully made, but I'm going to go over like a basic item and we'll create a new page. But essentially, I'm just going to recreate like one of these pages. Off in the settings, like down here, in Home Assistant settings, there's a page or like a tile that says dashboards. If you open that, it's gonna look like this. Well, it'll show some other ones. I hid some of them. But if you hit add dashboard here, you can do a new dashboard from scratch. I'm just gonna call this one test video or something like that. I'm not going to show it in the sidebar because I don't want other people who have access to the server to see it. Test video, here we go. So if I hit open, it's going to open a blank dashboard. I used to use Node-RED for a lot of the things we're about to do, but then I realized we don't need to anymore because Home Assistant has features built into it now. But edit, you want to go up to edit up here, this little pencil, and done will allow you to stop editing. Default tab here, you can change who has permissions on the visibility tab, and you can like rename things and do things here. And it's getting more complex. I have not like messed with this stuff. Like this is a new tab to me. I didn't even know that was there until right now. But yeah, starting off, add card. It's literally just through the basic stuff here, right? I did a grid card, like just simple, right? Render cards as squares. I turn that off because otherwise everything's a square. I mean, you might want it, might not, I don't know. Columns, I'm gonna do 1 because I want everything to line up in like a box here. And then inside my grid card, I'm gonna do, let's do a markdown so I can do like a product name, right? And you can read through this, but essentially bold, and you can, if you want something bold, it's like this. So if I want to do like whole milk, right, like that, now it's in bold. And you can do like CSS things in here also to center the text and whatnot. I don't remember the exact thing. It might just be like centered. Yeah, but then you want to make sure you close it. Just a good habit, just like that, center. But if you can do that, then you can do like heading, like H4, H1, heading 1, and you can Google CSS things and just get basic tutorials, but things like that, you can easily change the colors and sizes through that. If I save this is my first square, right? Or my first grid. It's a, yeah, square card, I don't know, that's a card, I think. So if I want a second card, I'm going to do an image card, a picture card. It needs an image path. So the way I find easiest to do this is inside your server. There's like, here's my server. There's a config folder and then a www folder. I created an image folder in here. And then I have just folders. I just kind of make everything look nice or like easy to find. So here I have all my product photos. So if I go to milk, let's look for whole milk. Here we go. Whole milk print, right? I think I can copy it here. Right. So if I go, I paste in, you want to do /local and then path, which will be inside that www folder. I think it has to be the other slash. Okay. If you get the right path, it'll look something like this. Yeah, there's the path. That was really bad. But your card starts getting larger and larger, so having a bigger grid and like playing with this image size and stuff will help with that. But next I'm going to do a button. Actually, before I do the button, we're going to go back to the settings tab here and go to devices and services. and then helpers. And we're going to create a new helper. And this is essentially just like how we keep the information like stored. So I do a number, and then I'm going to do test whole milk. Minimum value, I normally have it as 0, so that way no one lose value, but you could set it to like -20 or something, maximum value. You can set these to whatever you want. I like to do the input field. You can keep it as slider, it doesn't really matter. And then step size I leave as 1, because we're doing 1 whole unit of milk. It's not like if you're marking it like every half gallon that you go through or something, you can do it like that. If you sell half a t-shirt, you're not going to sell half a t-shirt, so you're only going to sell 1 t-shirt, something like that. Create, go back, edit. Now I'm going to do a button, and then I'm going to do test whole. There's that. It looks awful right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off state, maybe not. We're going to name it first. It's going to be, oh, I have to blur that. It's going to be add gallon. Maybe add 1 gallon. Yeah, we can do an icon like add plus, I guess. Yeah, that looks fine. Toggle, it's fine. No, we want to call action. We're going to, it's like number, input numbers increment, and then we're going to choose entity of test whole milk. So I guess this entity doesn't need to be here. It can be like that because we're calling it to do it here. If it's set here, then if you click on it, it'll pull up information, but I don't want it to do that. And normally I'll just set this to no action, because this is meant to be like a kiosk, like touchscreen. So I don't really want people to see the information on the help when it goes out of stock or something. But you could set it up to do whatever. So there's that. I'm going to copy this card by going to show editor, and then I'm just going to copy card here. I'm going to paste it so I don't have to go through that mess again. But card 4 is going to be remove 1 gallon. It's going to be minus. And then it's going to call service. It's ready here. I realized we need to put, according to this view, I have unopened amount here. So I'm going to add another card, and that's going to be an entity card of the test whole milk. And I'm going to pull this card to the 3rd view, so it looks like this. And then I'm just going to do current stock, like unopened. But yeah, essentially it's like that. So if I save my card here, it's going to look massive, because there's no restrictions on like how big things can be. You can get more into like detail if you do this inside of another grid. Like if you do grids inside of grids, it'll fix that. Or you can change this type of card to be that. Oh, that's even larger. But if you're like on a phone, it'll probably look smaller. You just gotta play around with these things. But yeah, if I hit plus, it's gonna add to my stock. You can see it's adding to my stock. I can remove it. And then inside Node-RED, this is where Node-RED comes in. You can make it so it tracks this number, and when it hits a certain amount, it can send you like a notification on your phone. It could email you. It could pull. I set up an email report that pulls all the stock levels daily, and it would email them out to whoever I wanted. It would send it into Excel and then save my Excel file and send that file out, which is really complex, and I don't know if I can explain it well. to make a video on it because I had to piece it together with other videos. It was complex. I'm sure I could figure it out if someone wanted to know. But essentially that's how I made this. And then like you just duplicate this. And then you just keep adding them for each thing. And then you create other dashboards or views. I think it's a view. Inside this dashboard, you create other views, and like that's how I got these pages. Essentially, it's just a different view. You can see in here, there's my different view. And then I have all these buttons essentially just tell something to go navigate to that other view. You can see all the different views. So yeah, that's essentially that. Let's see, they're all essentially all it does. The mobile view I have here is a little different. I started using custom cards, I think. It was like layout card, I think it's in Hacks. And you can specify like the width of things, but I wouldn't start off, if you're trying to like create something, I wouldn't start off by doing this. But these are essentially just different helpers, and it just keeps track of the storage amount and all the different spots that I specified. And then this number should reflect what this is doing, but I don't think it's working because I had it tie into Google Sheets and it doesn't seem to be pulling that information. I just realized why, because I reset my Google password. Yeah, so this isn't gonna work anymore because I changed my Google password. Because I got this sketchy email and I was like, I'm changing it. So, yeah. But yeah, this number here is supposed to reflect all these totals together. And what's cool about this is that they change color. See, like this one's low, so it's orange, and if it goes out, it turns red. If it's in stock, it changes just to white. So you can see like a quick reflection. If you're like on your phone scrolling through, you could be like, oh, something's wrong here, something. And you can. I was thinking about creating like another view, like when you first log in to Home Assistant, where it shows just the things that are warnings, like, which is essentially what I started doing with the shopping list. Like it would add things to this as it gets low automatically. And things that I would add didn't say low stock alert. Like these are all, I could tell it was automatic. Let me know if you have any other questions or I should make any other videos.